On today's video, we're talking about the pros and cons of living in Chicago, Illinois. My name is Jordan Pyle, and I'm a real estate agent downtown city of Chicago. So welcome to our channel. If this is your first time here on the Pyle Residential YouTube channel, thank you for being here. Here you're going to find all things about living in Chicago, as well as all things Chicago real estate. So tune in every single week. We're going to be dropping new content, and we would love for you to subscribe, leave us a like, leave us a comment below. We greatly appreciate that so we can grow our YouTube channel to bring you more great content. Without further ado, let's jump on into today's video. I'm going to turn it over to my guy Ryan, and we're going to run through the first set of pros and cons of living here in this beautiful city of Chicago.
All right, everybody, the first pro we're going to cover are summers in Chicago. Summers in Chicago are second to none to any other city in the US, in my opinion. There's festivals going on, street festivals, sporting events. If you're an active person, you could take advantage of the lake trail, the lake life, you could swim out there. There's something called the playpen where you could get out on your boat, just enjoy being on the lake. Also, something that I love is taking advantage of all the rooftop bars here in Chicago during the summertime. We can't talk about Chicago summers without talking about the first con, which is Chicago winters. Yes, it's gonna get very cold and it's gonna snow a lot. If you can brave those 4 months, every other season in Chicago is a cakewalk. Back to Jordan for our next set of pros and cons.
Thanks Ryan for covering number one. I'm gonna jump into the second pro, which is how diverse Chicago is. So a lot of people don't know, but there's actually 77 different neighborhoods that make up Chicago. So each one has its own culture, its own vibe, its own lifestyle. So there's plenty to choose from if you're considering moving and living in Chicago. Since we're talking about the neighborhoods, we also have to talk about something else that's housing related, which is, you've probably heard before, about high property taxes. So you can expect in the city of Chicago for your property tax bill to be about 1.5 to 2% of your sale price or of your fair market value of your home. So when you're thinking about buying a piece of property, that's definitely something you want to consider are the property taxes. So I'm going to kick it back to the positives and talk about the affordability of Chicago. So when you compare Chicago to other large metropolitan cities around the world, such as London, and then bringing it here nationwide, such as Miami, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago is actually still considered very, very affordable. With that being said, even though you do have the higher property taxes, there's definitely a positive in knowing that this is a very affordable city.
The next con we're going to cover is traffic. You always want to account for the unpredictability of the traffic here in Chicago. It's unavoidable, it's going to happen. Just be aware of it. Another pro here in Chicago is our sports teams. We have 5 sports teams with very historic and rich histories. We have the Chicago Bears, Chicago Sox, the Chicago Cubs, the Chicago Blackhawks, and the Chicago Bulls. All of these teams have large fan bases, and all the stadiums are easily accessible from anyone living in Chicago. A flip side of the coin is we do have a lot of sports teams, but there's no guarantee every year that they're all going to be good. So choose wisely.
All right, finally we made it here. Number 5 pro about living in Chicago, which is the entertainment scene. Really, for any type of lifestyle you live, there's something for you to do. Whether you want to dine at world-class restaurants, or you want to go out and enjoy the nightlife downtown in River North, or if you want to take something a little bit more low-key and you want to go check out some museums or the theater, we have all of those options. Last but not least, we have the 5th con about living in Chicago, and that is the construction. So every year in the spring and summer, it seems like the construction crews come back in droves. So just to take that into consideration when you're moving to Chicago, know that the construction is going to be in full force. All right, so that wraps up our list for the 5 pros and the 5 cons of living in Chicago, Illinois. If you have any further questions, or you have any questions specifically about moving to Chicago or Chicago real estate, our team would love to help. So feel free to reach out in the comments below. We will respond to all comments. And before you go, if this has been valuable to you, if you can leave us a like, and you can also subscribe to our channel. We're going to be coming out with weekly videos, all things about Chicago real estate and all things about living in Chicago. Thank you so much for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you on the next video.